William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him, King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy, intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army. In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol. As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army.
Nu, Tulkes, sätt ett jag i sjön.
Strelbåren, ja! Hållstänga strelbåren! Equilla!
Strelbåren! Look, jag vet you ready, Frankes. Ut readeth nu, Tulkis.
Yeah, we are. Behafuga, Strelbora. Valiente, Heso, each one. Yeah, Strelbora. Alla Felicis, ja, alla Sweden. Strelbor, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone. Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
Paragongath on way.
Yes, sir.
Yet to each live to hear it.
Videre gridende ut. Ga upp.
Strelbora, Sithe. Yes. Gath, Strelbora. It is Sith. Alles with.
Abuka, Strelbora.
Gath, Strelbora.
Videre Jaru. Each will read.
It is Sitha for actors. Sultas. For Warde Frekes. Mit Balvenes. At mean a word. Fed. Get to the ready for his we shall lay the yard.
Yeah!
Knippes! In den Sack! Auf Knippes! Ja! Am Ende zusammen! Nimm sie es!
Henry now called for the services of a blacksmith to bolster the siege effort.
Each a worker.
What's our faith, eh? Each timber theos.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler? Estes comende. That sole Bayeux tempra. Look at move.
With a blacksmith on hand, Henry's infantry would soon be ready to construct siege equipment.
Okay, obviously. Hestus commended. Each will a delve. What's our faith, eh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood. Pretend they would do.
Yaru to work.
So,
Jerua, Garwiga, kommand on, västra bord, ja, konstilla, strävbord. Flambogan, are, ja, I kan ganda. Ridende sweat.
And you worker. What's their faith, eh?
Obeisance duty is none more than.
What's their faith, eh? Yes, sir. Where's the holler? Each timber Theos. Veradon.
And your worker? Yes, sir. West Thuala. That's Shule Bayeux timber. Yaru, yes, sir. West Thuala. Each a worker. Ike om your selly.
Henry's infantry could now construct battering rams, siege weapons designed to break open fortress walls.
Chipru.
question is where the best location to attack, I suppose.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler?
Some more.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler? Contiende. Good.
Yes, sir. West Thuala. their faith, eh? Heading on. That Shule Bayeux Timbran.
And your work? What's her faith, eh? Each a worker.
Each brother that.
Each timber Thaios.
And you work of each again. Ik will do hit. Each timbra theos. Yes, sir. Again they knew. Sona.
Henry's presence on the doorstep of Bayeux would
Yes,
not
sir.
go
What you
unanswered.
say,
And now his forces braced for an attack by Robert's army.
Garwigan, Aknawa, Strabora, Sikaragongwa, away.
What, sir? Yeah. Each a willa. Friend they knew. Of each again. Ik will do hit.
Yes, eh? Where's the Hala?
Fatessa. Each yera. Each a willa.
And you work, eh? Friend they knew.
Hatas je hända! What's in Freckelsson?
Each a worker.
Ja.
Bestrel, hold still!
Henry repelled the attack, but he knew that so long as Bayeux still stood, the city would not give up the fight.
What their faith, eh?
What's her faith, eh? And your work, eh?
Siege
What's her faith, eh?
I think I need to go to events server.
Here went they off. Yes, sir? Where's the Hala?
And you work, eh? Yaru to work.
Then Hester.
Each a worker.
Yarrow to work.
Hey, you're at yard.
Yes, sir. West Duhala.
And your work, eh? Yes, sir. Understood. Yes, sir. Where's the Hala? That's Shule Bayeux.
Ja.
Strabuga, Strelboren. Ik wil je. Je gaat over. Strelen kan we gaan.
And you work, eh? Each you say, yes, sir.
Ik sterre vast en nu. Each yera.
Strabora, Yerwa. Yes, sir. Yerwa, Garwigan. Yes, sir.
Järnwärd. Je dit het op. Onder
Bayeux, ja. Sabuga, Strelboren. Strelboren, Bayeux. Strelboren, Kurfritsch. Quinta, Strelborg, Patagongat on way.
Yes. Bayard May.
What survey they?
Okay, let's
Here the
all the gold gone. Yes, I found
Yeah, here's a wheeler.
What have Ichuela? Go, go!
Vinhead.
Ridende ut! Ich here! Ichuela ridan!
Yarwa Yoala. Up with that.
Flambeau ik eon gangende. Sheotent werfende. Dida hit. Abuga strelborg. Ik winda. Strelborgen jaren. Je red onsterende. Bestra bol. Je vollende hes. Strelborgen. Verf. Gak strelborgen. Dida hit. Gak strelborgen.
Hästes kommende. It's timber of Theos. Yaru to work.
Onda je terban!
So I need to get some rams, but how do we get rams?
Strele fus!
Your way, Eowarler. Yesterday.
Each a worker. What? Earth up.
Ayored. Readeth Ayoredas.
And you worker.
And you worker. Ike on me a Sally.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler?
Oh, I've got to use him for troop construct.
Yarwe.
Rams. Oh, I see.
That Himbred Garwigan. It shall be Tiesa. It shall Garwigan. That Himbred Yarwe. That Himbred shall be Tiesa. It shall be Timbredis.
What survey they?
Hästes kommende. That sole bay o timbran. It's timber of Theos.
Ike on me a Sally.
Het beeth Fulda.
Each brook.
Earth up. That sole bay o timbran.
Fulda.
Wie du seras jaro.
Garwigan Azatat.
Here we are.
Strelboran, sitte.
What? Gande på. On wel gender nu. Vi warta på jorden. Är du sin första igen dig?
Järward. Icha folje. Steg järnbjärn. Herrgångar on way.
Skara Hildefus. It shall be timber this. Yes, sir. Where's the holler? He's a worker.
Ejored Jaru.
Strelboran, sitte. Abuga, strelboran. Strelboran, järma. On styrja, strel.
What has the on the way? On the end day. What on the way? Är du sin rände hästen? Är du sin hästar? Räkna.
Bärdeth mig.
What hästes? Garu uppe. Hästes kommer. On well gender nu. Trimmeth. Garu. Förra.
Strela, fuse.
Med pulver.
Yes, sir. West Thuala. Each timber theos.
With the power of battering rams, the English army could crack open Bayeux's mighty walls.
Steg järnbjärn.
Bayeux's walls had failed, and Henry's men could now storm the city. Robert's garrison made a last stand to defend Bayeux, but Henry would show no mercy in cutting them down and burning their city.
And you worker?
Your way, you all.
Ayored Yaru.
Ramrenka! Bienusiano! Strömborgen! Jen Bienusiano! What has that? What has that? Flaskar! Strömborgen! Det has that! Waves in Jerwin.
Bayard May.
Yes, full done. Here with the team. Each a worker.
Fight Bienusiana! Strömborgen! Racing Jerwin! Strömborgen! Sitte! Dante Wagner! What has that? Huskala, Griwatar, Bionas. Strelboren, Strelboren! Jen! Bienus! Garwigan! Aseta! Garwigan! Ritnu! Bienus! Hesta! Nawa! Strele! Onwell Gender! Garu! What had Onstereende? Garu! Garu! Vara! Huskala! Nu! Jelast! Abuga Bereth, Wigan! Bram Yaru! Spedeth, mate! Find the air, Sarah! Donde, la Bienusia, donde es verhalten! Höret Jawar!
Be a 10-day flasher.
Skala on Styria!
See you 10-day episode!
Turlas! Yarway on your Saminende! Turlas! Yarway on your Saminende!
Din Hesta.
Each timber of Theos.
Stand up afternoon!
Bayard May.
Skala Hildefus. Tack timpret Kilbeo. Waste Jerwin! Jag kommer bort! Jag driver Europa! Let us Uskan! Abuga! Strel! Bolliende! Hesum! Fight the enemy! Jag kommer bort, Wigan! Usa Trotu!
As Bayeux burned and the people fled in terror, King Henry basked in the victory over his brother Duke Robert. But Henry would not stop until all of Normandy was back under the English crown. By 1100, the medieval knight was dressed from head to toe in mail.
Mail is really like a metal fabric. It moves and behaves like a cloth, but is actually made of hundreds and thousands of interlocking iron rings.
It could turn and deflect a sword blade.
As an armor, mail didn't work all by itself. It needed the addition of a padded coat. The coat absorbed the shock of the blow, whilst the mail turned away the cut. Together, they formed an incredibly effective protection.
The first stage in making mail was to create wire to the right thickness. To do this, it was pulled through a drawing plate, which had a series of ever smaller holes, until you got wire of the desired gauge.
To make the rings, we wind the wire onto a mandrel.
And then we take it off the mandrel and cut the rings.
So I've flattened the overlapping ends of the ring and I've pierced a hole through it. And now Nick has to put a rivet in it. The basic construction of mail would be a ratio of 4:1. So each ring goes through 4 of its fellows. Here you can see I've made a set of 5, which will then be joined to other sets of 5 to create a sheet of mail.
Mail had to be tailored to a perfect fit. It had to be shaped for feet and legs, arms and hands, and, of course, the head. A skilled mail maker could make very precise shapes.
Of course, for more complicated parts of the body, like elbows, we can actually tailor it in 2 different directions at the same time.
Yeah, so if we fold this in half, we have an elbow.
One of the main benefits of tailoring in mail was that it meant a knight didn't have to carry a single ring of extra weight that he didn't need to.
The mail to cover a knight from head to toe required about 200,000 rings.
High-status knights would have had their mail edged with gold, but most importantly, it had to be functional.
Clad in mail with his shield and helmet, the knight was well equipped to face the weapons of the day.